There was a famous advert in New York that ran for many years. It was a photograph of a red Indian eating rye bread. And the caption read, "You don't have to be Jewish to love Levy's real Jewish rye." Well, similarly, you don't have to be Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Jewish, or any other religion to start your day with a moment of spiritual space or reflection. In fact, you don't have to be religious at all. A 2021 YouGov survey found that 29% of Britons describe themselves as spiritual. In the broader sense, this means connecting to something beyond the material, wanting to be in touch with something that is higher than oneself, seeking a meaning to human existence and one's place in the universe. A friend described to me once how on a trip to India, he found himself one early morning in a crowded railway station waiting room. And as he is a devout Jew, he wanted to recite his morning prayers with his prayer shawl and phylacteries. But being in such a crowded space and among strangers, he felt somewhat inhibited. And then he noticed a shift in the atmosphere and movement all around him. Across the room, a Sikh was unwinding and rewinding his turban with his wife's help. To the right of him, a Muslim was unrolling his prayer mat. All around him, his fellow travellers were preparing for morning prayers. So, he took out his shawl and phylacteries and joined them. Each was engaged in his personal devotions. No one took any notice of him. And later he was to discover that in the East, engaging in morning prayer is the norm. Surely the first thing one does in the morning at the start of a new day is to spend a few moments to locate one's place in the universe and to focus one's thoughts on that vast space that lies outside of ourselves. How, he wondered, had we in the West lost this? Because for many, the day starts with a rushed cup of coffee or a gulped-down breakfast, followed by a stressful commute by car, negotiating roadworks, diversions, traffic jams, or by public transport on overcrowded trains that don't always run. And by the time we arrive at our desks, we are frazzled. And I haven't even mentioned the school runs. What a way to live a life. We spend so much of our lives totally self-absorbed in our affairs. A few moments at the beginning of each day to step back, to take stock, to gain perspective, and to connect in some meaningful way with the universe around and beyond us, can make a huge difference to all that follows in the rest of the day. In one of King David's Psalms, in the book of Psalms, he describes how he would rise early each day to give time to reflection. Awake the dawn, he declares, and take control of your life, rather than waiting for the dawn to arrive and the rest of the day to impose itself on us. See you next time.